heart is drawn towards. What works for one may not work for another. What worked for a Rebbe might not work for his student. Because although all of Torah is equally accessible to every Jew, each soul is particularly connected to a specific portion of Torah. As one grows in spiritual maturity and becomes more attuned to the yearnings of his soul, he must search for the specific area of Torah that feeds a personal flame of connection, whether it be new vistas of Agada, Hasidus, Musar, Machshava, or areas of halacha that are not as widely studied. Becoming the best me requires that I stop attempting to impersonate the avodah of others and finally follow the impulses of my very own soul. If I continue to force myself to engage in Torah study that is not fitting for my shorish neshama, I risk growing frustrated and losing desire for Torah entirely. And then he brings out something from Rav Kook, in Rav Kook's words, but I'm not going to bring it out because I'm going to introduce. So if I can, 1 second. So I'd like to introduce Malka Sima Pais. Is it Pais? Pais? I don't know how to. Sima Malka
Pais. Pais.
Okay, thank you so much. I apologize. She lives with her husband and children in the Golan Heights of Israel. She is a somatic therapist, Shake Your Soul dance instructor, and facilitator of workshops in Kabbalah and inner knowing. Her passion, mindfulness, love of life, dance, and healing shine through in her classes. So I'm very, very privileged to have Malka Sima Pais. Thank you so much for being with us. Go ahead, Malka Sima. Do we see you?
Sure. Yeah, I was going to ask.
Yeah, no, come on. Just because we don't doesn't mean you shouldn't.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you all for being here. It's really an honor. I was feeling nervous. I mean, I'll talk about it a little later, but all the tefillot I saw, like, as the tefillot went on, I got lighter and just more joyful and present. So I hope to be able to give over these teachings clearly and that you'll go away with some resources for calm and healing. You hear me okay?
Yes, perfect.
Yeah, okay.
And I want to, by the way, I want to thank Michelle Galen, who actually brought me to Malka Sima. So thank you so much, Michelle. Go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you, Michal. So I want to bring two practices. I have Crohn's disease and liver disease. From the age of 14, I was told that there's no cure for the disease, and within the next 10 years, I would need a liver transplant and maybe another one after that, and I just wouldn't be alive for very long. And I'm not, that was when I was 14, I'm not 24, I'm more than 34. Thank God I haven't had a liver transplant. And some of these tools that I want to bring today have been really a great part of my healing. Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, on every level. So I want to start with the first mitzvah of the Shulchan Aruch. It starts with Shiviti Hashem L'Negdi Tamid. And the Mishnah Berurah, the Chavetz Chaim says, in his commentary, the Mishnah Berurah, he says, how do we, what does this mean? How do we fulfill this? And he brings the Zohar, which I haven't looked, but I don't know how often he's bringing the Zohar to bring, to clarify the halacha. I doubt it's very often. For whatever reason, he brings it here. And the Zohar says, Arizal says to bring Hashem's name in front of, in your vision, with the vowels of Yirah, which also, by the way, are the vowels of Simcha and Tikva. And so it's the first mitzvah of the Shulchan Aruch is this meditation on Hashem's name. And often I know meditation is thought of as, oh, wait, I didn't put a timer and I want to be true to the time. Okay. Oh, did I move too fast? I see I got blurry. I'm not sure what happened. Yep. Am I blurry to you as well?
Yeah, you're blurry.
There we go. Oh, okay. So meditation, I know some people like it's not Jewish, it's not, but really it's this first mitzvah in the Shulchan Aruch. And today we're not going to use, I'm going to guide us in a meditation that combines this meditation using Hashem's name together with a somatic body, somatic meaning awareness of being in the body, of body sensations. It's kind of funny, like, what does it mean to be in your body? Like, we're in our bodies, but so much of the time we're only in our heads, or only, I don't know, for people that are on their phones, or even up here somewhere, kind of in our, not even in our, just kind of floating, feeling not so. And the grounding, this piece of grounding into our bodies has been such a healing. Yep, someone's asking. Not know what the first mitzvah of the Shulchan Aruch. So the Shulchan Aruch is the basic code of Jewish law. It's the halacha. It's where Jewish law. It's one of the very kind of accepted foundation of Jewish law. And Chavetz Chaim was a great tzaddik, a great rabbi in I don't know the years, but he had a commentary on it. Of what I said, the Hebrew. I'm sorry, my Hebrew and my English. If anyone else can put in the chat as I say Hebrew words. And Leah, if you want to afterwards contact me, my email's on my name, Malka Sima Pais @gmail. Anyone who has questions after, I'm happy to say it again, all in English. You can ask questions. I apologize. I'm going to keep moving now for the time's sake. So the meditation in practice, I'm not going to go with you. There's many practices of seeing Hashem's name. Today we're just going to use the vowels, which are yi and va, or the vav. There's a tradition to say it as wow, that a vav is actually pronounced wow, the Masor, like an older tradition. And we'll play with it. We'll play with each. And meditation just means bringing back one's focus to a focus, whatever. It could be the breath, it could be a rose petal, it could be a pasuk, it could be a mantra, it could be and today we're going to use, and it's a powerful, and again, it's in Jewish law, and bringing Hashem into every moment is as simple as yi and va. When we hear it inside, well, we won't say the and. We don't say it out loud, yi and va, without the and. But when you're meditating on it, it's without the and, or yi and wa. And it creates, in a moment, you bring in Hashem's presence to whatever situation. And it becomes, Sarah Yudit Schneider, my teacher, she actually has a video series on her A Still Small Voice website on this Jewish meditation. She says it creates like a force field of Hashem's presence. It has a resonance, and that the vowels, the letters are the form. They're like the body, and the vowels are like the soul. They're like if you think of, and they're connectors. So you think in music, if you do just l, it doesn't go very far. But when you have la, or di, do, whatever the vowels are what create also in words, they create the connection between the letters to allow for a word. So I think, and I'll guide us in the meditation. That's what I'm gonna say for that. And the somatic piece, so again, we live in bodies, and it's the home of our souls. And the more we want our bodies to resonate, we want our souls to feel at home here. And the more we're up here, or only in our thoughts, or like the home, it's full all the way down. The sfirot, they say in Kabbalah, they mirror the body. Wait, I have a tendency to lie. I have so much to say about both of these things, and I'm trying to keep it. So let me come back and not get too far off track. Our body, it's our it's our vessel for feeling. And ta'anug, if we think ta'anug is pleasure, oneg Shabbat, say, is about eating, and about oneg, which is like the high, it's a spiritual delight. It's a spiritual delight. And the way that it's described is that it has to do with eating and with marital relations. So this highest spiritual delight somehow is connected with the body. And I'm not sure where, I think it's a midrash that says that Avraham Avinu and Sari Menu kept all of the mitzvot of the Torah, but the Torah hadn't been brought yet. Sorry, I'm looking at my timer. And it's said that they knew it from Avraham Avinu, knew it from his kidneys. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna do that, Chana. I see your text. That he knew it from his kidneys. And Yirmiyahu, he prophesies in he says, I will put my Torah in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their God, and they will be my people. We can just source in Nishmat Kol Chai, like the body praises Hashem. The more we bring consciousness into our body, consciousness is light, and light is soul. So in Kabbalah, consciousness and light, they're synonyms, and light and soul. So the more we're bringing consciousness and awareness into our bodies, and again, the healing, all of our distress and fear, and they live in our bodies, we hold them, and trauma, whether big or small. So this tool of being able to have a container for all that, and not have it just be, it's like the calm underneath the stormy waves. It's like a place, the body can become that place of stillness and calm. And I think let's just jump into the meditation. So, and at any point, I'll invite you to close your eyes. If that's not comfortable, keep them open. And I'm going to give kind of different layers of the meditation, and you can stay with the first one, just the vowels. You can stay with just the breath. You can put them together. What works for you, what's comfortable for you. We don't want to think too much or effort, that it shouldn't effort too much. So let's just go in and feel it. So I invite you to close your eyes. And kind of notice if you're sitting on a chair, I don't know, maybe you're lying down. Feel that your sit bones or your bottom on the chair connecting with the chair. And if your feet are on the ground, feeling the connection with your feet on the ground. That's another thing. The more that we're in our bodies, grounded in our bodies, like roots of a tree, the deeper they go, the deeper they're grounded, the higher their branches can reach out, the higher they can and farther they can spread. So bringing this awareness into our body, you might notice drawing the attention to the breath, noticing any movement in the body that comes together with the breath. And with the inhale, noticing the belly might expand. And might kind of go back towards the spine on the exhale. Might notice the rhythm of your breath, the duration of the in-breath and the duration of the out-breath, without controlling it or needing to fix it or change it, just noticing, just bringing awareness to this part of our experience of being in a body. And as you bring your awareness to your breath, you might notice as if you're being breathed. Hashem is breathing you. It doesn't take any effort. The breath is happening. And you can direct your breath to any places of tension in the body, kind of imagining the breath going into any of those places. I feel a little tension in my neck. Allowing the breath to go there. And with the out breath, just noticing if a little bit of release. And now I'll invite you to bring in the vowels of Hashem's name, of this, the Yirah. So just imagining or hearing in your inside Yi and the Va, or Yi and Wa. You might choose to do it in a split second. It's Tamid, every moment. It might be Yi and Va, Yi and Va. You might like to explore and be curious. Maybe one is with the in-breath. And another with the out-breath. And if you notice your thoughts kind of drifting, thinking, or trying to make sense, or having chidushim, it's wonderful. And see if you can just notice that, and come back to the vowels, the sound of Hashem's name, the resonance, the vibration of the vowels. Or come back to the breath. Like I said, if it's someone might want to only be with the breath right now, only with the vowels. And now I'm going to invite us, before I do, if at any point also, if you feel yourself a little, if this feels ungrounding or you're not sure, and just kind of noticing again, you might even touch your body, touch your knees, put a hand on the heart, noticing your feet on the floor again, just kind of grounding into your body. Letting it be a safe haven, letting it be a home for you. And now as you breathe, can imagine as if your body's a container. And as the vibration of the letters, allow them to go. You can direct together with your breath, maybe, as if your breath is going all the way down to your feet. Breathing, you might start with the right foot, breathing all the way down into the right foot. And exhaling from the right foot. Doing the same with the left foot. And together with your breath, it's as if you're a breathing body. Your whole body has this rhythm of energy, of nishama, nishima. It reaches your whole body. And if you want, you can bring the vibration of the vowels. It can come along with the breath, or just in your imagination. Bring the yi and the va, the yi and the wa. Maybe they go all the way down to your toes. Almost like an echo inside your body, or like a pebble that gets dropped and the ripples go out. That vibration of the sound. I'm kind of gently massaging in there, kind of moving, meeting. And you might notice if there's any specific place in your body that you notice. that's drawn to, that the vowels resonate there, that your attention goes to. And just noticing. And you might notice that you don't have that sense of breath being in the body or any specific place. And there's no right way of doing this or succeeding it's just noticing that. Noticing the not noticing, bringing your awareness to that aspect of your experience right now. And you might choose, if you have any specific parts of your body that need extra attention that you'd like to bring healing to, or any tightness, or you can bring some attention, some intention for healing for Hashem's presence. As this becomes a practice, I can say for myself, my own presence became associated with Hashem's presence. When I would stop and have a sigh or a deep breath, Hashem's name would come into my head. It would, the vowels, this resonance that the brain associates the two together. It's bringing Hashem in. And as our time is coming to a close, just invite you to take a few more minutes to notice Hashem's light also in us. This consciousness, this awareness, bringing of Hashem's name, it's also in us. It's also surrounding us. And it really has no boundaries. So if there's anyone in your life, in your family, in your home, in your neighborhood, anywhere in the world that you want to send out some of this healing light, can be with a spoken prayer, can be an intention. Just invite you to take these last few moments to share this light, to share the healing. And we're going to come back together. So you can, again, maybe make any movements. Take your time. You might choose just to stay in the meditation. That's also a possibility. And if you want to come out now, you can just kind of take your time, maybe noticing again your feet on the ground, maybe any movements that your body, kind of allowing any micro movements that your body might want to make, a stretch, a yawn, a sigh, anything that wants to come, making space for that. Maybe can be nice to put a hand on the heart. It's another very kind of simple way of calming our nervous system, letting it know that there's someone here. A sense of togetherness, of being held. And if you're ready, if you want to open your eyes, just kind of gently. Yeah, and again, I'm very happy I don't think we have time for questions or reflections now, but my email is here. Naomi has my number. Please reach out. I lead workshops in this inner work with Torah teachings, with art explorations movement. I'm happy to meet you all.
Malka, thank you. That was so beautiful. Really so beautiful.
Thank you, Nomi. Thanks.
So I wanted to ask you, I know you do the dance class. I know you do the dance class on Mondays.
Yes.
Do you have an email that I can share that people can reach out for all your different classes? Do you do Zoom class? Do you do meditation classes on Zoom?
I'm going to be starting a workshop. Yeah. Combining mindfulness, meditation, understanding of the nervous system, how we can, kind of find calm amidst whatever's going on by, through body awareness, using, as I said, art exploration combining Torah and somatic experience. I'll be starting a workshop. I'll put in the chat my email. And I have the dance class on. It's an embodied dance. It's not about doing it right, the moves right, or I lead movement, but it's really just, again, about being having joy in the body. It's a wonderful experience.
You know what? I wanted to join last week and I couldn't, but I'm gonna definitely try. I'm gonna definitely join tomorrow.
B'ezrat Hashem. Great. I look forward, Nomi. Thanks, Michal. There's my email.
And don't worry that I'm gonna post that on also. I'm gonna post that as well on the WhatsApp group.
Oh, thanks. Great.
Yeah, I'm gonna post that on the WhatsApp group so people can reach out. It was so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'll put my phone number too. I also have WhatsApp if that's. Yeah, thanks so much, Nomi. This is really a pleasure connecting with you all. I feel it. Like, as I said, when I get nervous, my nervous system, I tend to start to kind of float away. And as the brachot, the whole group holding of the brachot, it was very powerful. I just felt myself come in and feel connected. And it's really wonderful to be with you all.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It was so beautiful. It was really so beautiful. So Ahavia now is going to do